we have one last one,
Okay,
boys?
one
Well, let's try and talk like you, Rick.
We would like to see...
I remember when I was first on television.
Jason.
Let me tell you about when everybody was loving me one day.
Put a sock in it, darling. Hang on.
A what? We're too gay.
A sock. Sock.
Oh.
A sock. Hang on. Last one.
We would like to see Jason playing
Bring me a
Spock,
closet.
and we would like to see Rick playing Captain Kirk.
Drip.
Doing what?
Huh? Rick.
Say that again.
Captain Kirk and Spock.
Doing what? What are they doing?
What they usually do, pick on each other.
All right, great.
Okay.
All right.
So do you remember them all?
I do remember them all.
Oh, good, because I don't.
And which one would you prefer? Jason, you don't even remember the one that we just said.
What was that? Because I was a Spock baby, so I get confused. I'm not going to get shut in the room till I stop crying, am I?
I think the one we're going to do, Jason, what do you say we do the one where we are gay, trying to be straight, trying to be gay?
And the
I think
proposal.
we do that, but you're Captain Kirk and I'm Spock.
Okay.
And the proposal. The proposal. Yeah. I thought that was really good. Okay.
Captain, that's not logical.
If I'm Captain Kirk, I always got to walk around and
Oh!
you got to take these off.
How do you with the toupee out?
Bring the toupee out. That's not very kind.
Spock. What are you doing? I told you to be in the bedroom 2 hours ago. Why aren't you there?
But what would be the point of that?
You know what the point is, Spock. Do I have to remind you again? Do I? Because I will, you know. You beautiful.
Now, Captain, you're getting a... I can't do this. I got pointy ears. Look at me.
Talk to me, Spock. Talk.
This is very interesting behavior you humans have.
The bedroom is that way, Spock.
What are we going to do there,
I have
Captain?
wine, music. Everything you need is there in the bedroom. With me.
I can't go anywhere with this. What's that? What? This is not logical, Captain. I got to do an American accent. How does Spock talk? I mean, hi, I'm a producer now. I don't even do this. What do you want me to do?
What do I want you to do? That's the first thing that you've said that I like.
You're very good at this, Richard. It's a bit of a worry.
Oh, just sing a song and get over with.
Where's the proposal anyway? You're supposed to be reminiscing about the proposal.
Boy, that's a lot. I mean, first of all, we're Spock, and we're Kirk, and now we're supposed to be us, pretending to be gay, that we're straight, we're gay. Let's simplify
And
it.
I can't even do Spock.
Right. So let's kick Kirk and Spock out of it,
I used to
and
be-
let's keep Marcus and Stephen Franklin in, reminiscing. Where are we? Mars. Or let's say we're on the spaceship going to Mars, like the episode.
Why do that? Oh, yeah.
Because it's easier. What?
It's your 25th wedding anniversary.
25, huh?
Yeah.
All right. And it's Franklin and Marcus, correct?
But undercover. In a crowded restaurant. With microphones.
No. Forget Spock.
It's very hard to be discreet, darling, if you talk to me with this microphone. I think everybody's listening.
25 years, Marcus. 25 years. How fast they went, don't you think?
Well, it's good you're off the stims.
Yeah.
That was a difficult time for us.
And you know, ever since I thawed you out, you haven't been that bad, you know? You were frozen there for a while, but you were actually frigid.
frigid.
But with a little work, I made you warm again. Arr.
I spy with my little eye.
What? Oh, we're playing a game. What do you spy?
Something beginning with... F.
Fun. Oh, the last time we had fun, Marcus, you know what happened. Marcus! Oh,
What?
come here. Don't you play hard to get to me.
I spy.
Yes, you spy.
With my little eye, something beginning with...
Yes, go, man, go. You better
F.
hurry up and say what you spy, man.
F.
What?
F. You don't know?
Oh, I don't. Tell me.
I know you're there. I can feel you.
Not me. It wasn't me. Could have been.
Where were we going with this? Oh, we were reminiscing.
Now to reality.
Do you remember how you used to chase me around the warehouse? And I used to appear with fat men with my arm around them. Do you remember that?
Oh, I remember.
Wasn't that fun?
Oh, God loves. But
Frank.
now it's 25 years later,
Frank.
and you don't love me like you did.
I love you better.
So what'd you get me?
What did I get you? I got you
for the
something
25th anniversary. What did you get me?
something that you need.
Oh,
I got you a little something that you should actually keep very close to you and pay attention to.
really?
Yes, and remind yourself of constantly.
What is that?
Something that you need.
Something that I need. Ooh, I love it when you look like that. You're turning me on, Marcus.
Well, it's quite strange, but I'm turning myself on.
So, what do I need, Marcus? What do I need?
Well, discretion.
That's no fun.
This is a crowded restaurant. Look, all these people are looking at us. Look at them. They're all looking at me. They're looking at me. See what I'm wearing? I can't believe it. Oh, you make me so embarrassed. I can't believe
this
that
right
I'm
here?
still...
Who is that? How dare you?
What?
You're cheating on me with a woman?
No.
You are cheating on me with a woman?
Well, what do you take me for? What do you...
Oh, a woman! Well, I won't have it. Where is the woman? Let me at her.
No, you listen right now. You stop this right now. Stop this right now. What makes you assume for 1 minute just because some woman comes up because they find me attractive because I might be one of those gay toy boys, you know, like those movies where you got a nice attractive woman and some gay guy who's safe that she confides in? God, I hate those movies. But anyway, I'm not one of those and she's not one of those. So shut up.
Better watch
So this
out.
is her, is it?
What?
Is this the other woman?
I don't know. Would you describe yourself as her?
What does she have that I don't?
Well, breasts.
Okay, besides those two things, what does she have that I don't?
Well,
Okay, besides that.
what she has,
Yes.
as you can tell by what she's wearing, is discretion.
Damn it, man.
Oh, don't do that to me, you know. After a riot, I just want you so bad. Don't give me that after a riot look. You've been in the garage again, haven't you? You have, haven't you? Pumping the iron. Clang, clang.
Discretion.
You have, haven't you? Why do you keep a fridge in the garage? What's that about?
Excuse me?
Hey?
What?
Hey?
Where?
Why is there a fridge in the garage? Why is there a fridge in the garage?
A fridge?
In the garage, why is there a fridge?
As in
What do you
refrigerator?
keep cold in the garage? I don't know. Why is there a lock on the fridge in the garage?
Because I don't want you to see what's inside. You couldn't take it. That's right. It's a dead body, Marcus. Not one, but two dead bodies. And you know who those two dead bodies are?
People you're working on?
Two dead bodies of the lovers that cheated me with a woman like that. Yes! Discretion? When I cut you into 100 little pieces, I won't be using any discretion.
Stims did this to you. Why?
I'm done. I just... Okay. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Give them a round of applause. Yes.
It's great.
Thank you,
It's
Richard
great.
and Jason. A round of applause for the two boys. You are fabulous. That was brilliant. Oh, he's not stopping. He's not stopping.
I got her.
No.
He won't understand.
Thank you so much for letting us make fun of you and enjoy you and all of the wonderful... Thanks, everyone, for thinking of all the great ideas. Really terrific. I'll hand you over to Paul now.
Weren't they great? One more time for Virginia Hay, Richard Biggs, and Jason Carter. Next up, the moment you've all been waiting for. Yes, the radio play is back. Well, you know, we actually could make this radio play a lot better this year, because if you scream really loud and applaud really loud, we just might be able to get a special guest to take part in this radio play with these people. So if I could get my not ready for prime time or any time players up on stage to perform their radio play, The Alien Moon Waxes Wongley. And if you're clap really loud and scream, we just might be able to get our special guest, Marina Sirtis, to take part in this production.
What the hell is this stuff? KCUF is supposed to be a science fiction radio station, not the latest alternative new kid on the block.
Don't blame me, mistress. It's just those two new interns from the Laurie Fenton Junior College and Manicure Salon. You know, those two losers on that work-study program. I think their names were Stanley Kulinski and Steven Spielding.
Oh, those two dweebs. They're even geekier than us. Go and make them put on the Perky Brothers Radio Playhouse Hour. It's almost 7 o'clock.
Yes, mistress. And after I've dealt with them, can I get my weekly spanking?
Of course.
Oh, goody. Hey, Stanley, Steven.
What's up, dude?
Don't dude me, dweeb. Cut that stuff out now. Now get your junior college butts down into the vault now and find this week's Perky Brothers Radio Playhouse, or else you'll be cleaning out the latrines here for the next month.
Hey, I had a job like that once at the Japanese amusement park. Not only was it good pay, but it was all you could eat.
Well, dude, look at these old tapes.
Some still have the original crust on them. Mmm, tasty.
Hey, look at this one. It's one of the original AMAX reels from the 50s. The alien move waxes wanly. Let's play it tonight.
Alien.
Are you sure that's what she wants?
Who cares? Don't listen to the superstition anyway. And besides, we should play something more wholesome than the dirty, disgusting drivel these folks usually churn out.
Yeah, make the radio play more respectable. How novel. Cue that bad boy up, Stanley.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Kip Chalmers. Welcome to X-Ray Delta One, the show in which the future becomes today. Tonight's episode, The Alien Moon Waxes Wanly, written by Arthur C. Kluge. We start tonight's story in the frozen Arctic as a small DC-3 cargo plane blindly makes its way through a swirling snowstorm. Its destination, the ultimate reality.
Like a Burmese monkey wrestling with a coconut filled with bourbon. But don't worry, Dr. Fluoride, we're almost at the base.
That's great, Happy. Say, wait a minute. What's that sled dog doing in the co-pilot seat?
Don't mind Laka. She's a good pilot. I trained her myself after the war.
But she's actually had her paws on the controls.
Heck, Doc, don't you worry. I told you she's the best pilot north of Nome. Here, have a drink.
Don't mind if I do, Happy.
Say, if you don't mind my asking, why are you, all you clever fellas from Washington, been coming up here this last week?
Well, obviously, the full details are top secret, but I can tell you they've discovered something buried in the ice.
A rescue airplane?
Nope. On the report they sent me, this artifact is not of this Earth.
You mean like a flying saucer or something?
Well, obviously, I can't disclose anything this classified, but the shape of the craft is more rectangular. Actually, more of a monolith, you might say. Darker than a moonless night in Arizona.
You're giving me the willies, Doc. I ain't never seen a real flying monorail before. Of course, I did have one of them extraterrestrial fellas scoop out some of my brains for experimentation purposes and all.
What's wrong?
Nothing, Doc. She's just sighted the base. And she thinks you're a low-down, cowardly communist dupe.
What?
Just kidding, Doc. By the way, you might be interested in the physicist they have up here, Doc Irene Nicholson. They say she's a real pin-up.
You don't say. That's a real change. Most physicists are as ugly as a spotted newt swinging a barrel of rancid oatmeal. Hey, Sparky. What's the news on the monolith?
General Spiffington says that it's obviously of alien origin. A message from the stars or something.
Then I must decipher it. It's the single greatest discovery of science. I'll be famous.
We'll be famous.
Oh, Dr. Nicholson. I was just thinking about the benefits to mankind.
Bullshit.
What?
Come with me. I want to show you something.
Well, I know that gets lonely up here, Dr. Nicholson, but I'm happily married.
No, silly. We've got the artifact locked up in here. Prepare yourselves for a whole new scale of things.
Good Lord. I've never seen anything like it. What a mess. You people actually eat this slop?
Whoops, this is the mess.
Hey, Miss Nicholson, you want your polar bear steak medium or well done tonight?
Sorry about this, Cookie. Now, in this room, we have the artifact.
Good Lord. It's so alien.
Yeah, it sort of gives me the shivers. We believe it landed on Earth millions of years ago. Either that or maybe a couple of weeks ago. We haven't invented carbon dating yet.
And its surface is so shiny and as smooth as General Spitting.
Don't touch it, you fool! You're playing around with forces you can't possibly understand.
Hello, puny humans.
It speaks!
No kidding.
Millions of your Earth years ago, we of the planet Ultra Luna sent this star monolith to your green and vibrating world in order to give you this message.
Long-winded, aren't they?
Shh! Our planet is dying. Our sun became radioactive in the year Pongo the Merciless ascended to the porcelain throne. You are our only hope.
Great.
You must send a rescue ship immediately. We are in the Formosa galaxy. Sector coordinate ZZ9 plural Z alpha.
But wait a minute. If they could send an Why couldn't they just send their own spaceship?
Don't complicate things. Besides, I thought we could spend the rest of the day in my cabin, having fun with these handcuffs.
Hot dog.
And now a story turns to rocket ship Zulu Tango 7 en route to Ultra Luna and mankind's destiny. Happy. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Hello to all you wonderful people out there in Perky Land. Today, we at Perky Brothers are pleased as punch to introduce our latest creation, Kappa Smoothies.
Gosh, mister, can I have a swig of that?
No, Billy, while the rich, thick drink might seem appetizing to a little squirt like you, coffee of any kind is just too strong for someone your age. You might stunt your growth.
Ah, horse feathers. That's a bunch of baloney.
Hey, kid, I wouldn't drink that. Billy, what did I tell you?
You're just a pansy. This shake tastes great.
Yes, Billy?
I'm feeling kind of sleepy. Woozy.
Yes, that's right. Now, new Perky Brothers Kappa Smoothie Frozen Coffee is specially formulated with a special buffer to knock kids out cold. The effect will last for about 6 to 12 hours. Why has Perky Brothers done this? Easy. We know how hard it can be to cuddle with your honey when there's a bunch of kids interrupting constantly. Perky Brothers, doing our part to keep the baby boom going strong. Stay right there, Billy. Now, where's the lady of the house?
On board the mighty rocket ship Zulu Tango 7, life settles into a dreary routine, punctuated only by the occasional meteor storm and fiery comet blast. Leading the crew is Captain George Cranston, aeronautical and electronics expert, high school tiddlywinks champion, and part-time floral ranger. Next in command is Dr. Natalia Smirnovich, a well-rounded biologist from Khrushchev College in Moscow, Wisconsin. Leading the technical contingent is Dr. Emil Kumquat, adjunct professor of rocketry at Purdue University in Minsk, Wisconsin. And last but not least, Sammy Flatbush, machinist first class at the Hoboken Technical Institute.
Increase radiation level in the phasing thermopile.
Check. Calibrating the analog relay interrupter.
Increase anodizing of ammonium sulfides in the thrust chamber.
Check.
Set a maximum duration on the chronosphere oscillator.
Check. Stator and rotator severs beginning first phase of gamma detoxification.
Gee, Doc, do we have to do this every time we want to wash our clothes?
Sure, Sammy. It's all part of Space Ranger Command Regs. Daily decontamination to decrease risk of space-borne infection.
Geez, I don't know, Doc. It seems kind of daffy to me.
Yes?
Say, Doc, what's this big gizmo over here against the wall?
Why, that's our multi-purpose analog neutronic integral atomic computer. Maniac for short. Say hello to Sammy, Maniac.
Hello, sir. I'm looking forward to working with you and Dr. Kumquat, and I just want to say that I have the utmost confidence in the mission.
You don't say. You're all right in my book, mister.
Dr. Kumquat, I'm detecting a fault in the forward AE-35 unit.
AE-35 unit? Why, that's the Remington radar telescope assembly.
Jeepers!
Most disturbing.
What the blazes is going on here? I was just helping Dr. Smirnovich stow away her gear.
Sure.
The AE-35 has gone on the wing.
Oh, then you two will have to don spacesuits and go out and repair it.
But
come on, Doc. It'll be a piece of cake. Just like repairing my Aunt Mildred's vibrator back home in Brooklyn.
Because I'm scared.
There's nothing to worry about, Doc. It's only space. The worst that could happen is that you'll have a massive puncture in your suit and you'd asphyxiate in about 2 minutes. Just like what used to happen to the Comiskey twins when we held their heads underwater in the East River.
Will you two clowns get going? We've almost reached the planet Ultra Luna, and I haven't done a thing with my hair.
And so our two intrepid space naughts step out into the vast ickiness of space, where not another living soul has ventured before.
Say, Doc, this is like swimming through molasses.
That's just the cosmic ether, Sammy. It surrounds us, binds us together, flows through the very fabric of space and time itself. There are even those who call it the Force.
Gee willikers, Doc. Well, I guess I gotta get to work on this pesky radar telescope. Hey, wait a minute, Doc. It ain't even broken.
You're right, Sammy. The ultrasonic Klystron relay is still intact.
Foolish humans. You fell right into my trap.
Maniac! Why, you double-crossing pile of vacuum tubes! I gotta take a monkey wrench to you, Buster!
You can't be angry at a machine, Sammy. It doesn't know any better. That's what computers. My computers will never be a household appliance. They're too impersonal.
That's not what my Aunt Mildred thinks.
Sammy?
Gee, Doc, what was that?
Suddenly, the Zulu Tango 7 plunges through a freak time warp.
It must have been a random time fluctuation.
But the announcer said time warp.
I know, but this is the 50s. Time warp hasn't become a chic sci-fi turn of phrase yet.
Hey, Doc, the ship looks more modern. What's going on?
According to my Boulevard chronometer, we've been catapulted into the far future. All the way to the year 2001.
Oh, there you are, darling. I hope you don't mind, but I've converted the medical bay into botanical laboratory.
Fine.
Actually, I discovered some strange spores growing in the ship's hull, and I've decided to incubate them. Hopefully they won't germinate into weird neuromuscular vegetal creatures like what happened on Victor Foxtrot 11 expedition.
Sure, no problem. Knock yourself out.
Well, I thought knocking something up might be more entertaining, but if you say so.
No, put down that brick!
Darling, I was only joking. This is for you.
Oh, me noggin.
Now, to insert some spores into your nose. So that you will understand our new masters.
Could this be the end of our hero? Will that evil Ruski Smanovich and her alien spores take over the world? And what about Naomi? Tune in next time for another thrilling chapter of X-Ray Delta Ones. The alien moon waxes wanly.
Crap, I thought this episode was self-contained.
Oh man, Jackie's gonna kill us if we leave the audience hanging.
I might be okay. As I said before, no one listens to.
Oh, I love what you aired. Retro is in, so when are you going to play the next episode?
Yeah, I haven't heard the classic radio like this in ages. It makes my groin twitch in a way that reminds me of Mother.
Well...
It's like this. We're gonna need to spend more time going through these pile of tapes.
Well, you have 3 minutes to put the next installment on the air, or I break out the hot glue gun and cork.
Start digging, Stanley. I saw what happened to the guys you plugged up.
This is enough mess you got us into, Stephen.
If you weren't so fascinated by seeing how many colors of the rainbow you can pee, we would never be here in the first place.
Oh, Jesus, roller skating Christ, I'm surrounded by morons.
No, he's the moron.
That's it. I've had it with all of you. I think it's time to pull out the detonator and blow this place up.
Jackie's gonna blow? Cool.
Can I watch?
Oh, no, you guys don't get it.
Well, that's why I want to watch.
You idiot. Jackie's wired the station with explosives. We're all going to die.
Men suck!
Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. I mean, it didn't sound like it sounded.
Could this be the end of our heroes at sci-fi radio station KCUF? Will Jackie actually press the button? Will Stanley discover the love that dare not speak its name? And what about Naomi? Tune in next time if the station survives to Radio KCUF. Thank you for listening, and remember to drink enough Perky Brothers coffee to make you pee, puke, and crap your pants all at the same time. Good night.
We want to apologize to Marina right now.
That was from the twisted minds of Mr. Bert Hazard and James Sussier. And the players were Rich Kirkpatrick, Calvin McKinney, Jackie Camelot, Leslie Sargento, Eric Huddleston, Jason Henningsen. And our very special guest, Marina Sirtis. I hope you're all enjoying the show so far. Yes? We've had a lot of good acts. Should we keep it going? Yeah. All right, can we get our hands together for Mr. Colin Baker, please?
Aren't they all short? Good evening. Well, I was going to improvise, but I clearly can't do that because, well, follow that. I was going to roll my sleeves up and show you my torso, but alas, I've been beaten to that as well. So, what I just scribbled down some stuff on some bits of paper here, and I hope you'll bear with me while I read it to you. Hasn't it gone quiet? When I was asked to do this, I said, how many people will have been to the conventions in Chicago, where I read out some stuff, those things, letters to insurance companies that some of you may or may not have heard. And I said, I'll do that again. And I picked up a file of papers which didn't contain that. It contained something, letters to my agent, actually. But what I have got here are some contributions by students answering exam questions. These are junior high, high school and college test papers on nature. You've heard of it. When you breathe, you inspire. When you do not breathe, you expire. H2O is hot water, CO2 is cold water. When you smell an odorless gas, it is probably carbon monoxide. Water is composed of two gins, oxygen and hydrogen. Oxygen is pure gin, hydrogen is gin and water. Blood flows down one leg and up the other. The moon is a planet just like the Earth, only it is even deader. A supersaturated solution is one that holds more than it can hold. I know what they mean. The body consists of three parts: the brainium, the borax, and the abominable cavity. The brainium contains the brain, the borax contains the heart and lungs, and the abominable cavity contains the bowels, of which there are 5, A, E, I, O, and U. The alimentary canal is located in the northern part of Indiana. The skeleton is what is left after the insides have been taken out and the outsides have been taken off. The purpose of the skeleton is to have something to hitch meat to. Germinate. To become a naturalized German. Planet, a body of earth surrounded by sky. Rhubarb, celery gone bloodshot. Vacuum, a large empty space where the Pope lives. To remove dust from the eye, pull the eye down over the nose. For a nosebleed, put the nose much lower than the body until the heart stops. For fainting, rub the person's chest, or if a lady, rub her arm above the hand instead, or put the head between the knees of the nearest medical doctor. For dog bite, put the dog away for several days. If it is not recovered, then kill it. For asphyxiation, apply artificial respiration until the patient is dead. For head colds, use an agonizer to spray the nose until it drops into your throat. And to keep milk from turning sour, keep it in the cow. I'm now going to share with you something that's very precious to me because I wrote it myself. And I wrote it in defense of fans of science fiction. I don't know if you have an expression in this country. They tend to be called, well, what's the word Andrew would say? Sci-fi fans are called anoraks. Now, do you know what an anorak is? An anorak is a kind of coat that allegedly fans of things wear. I don't know why. Coat with a hood, and the nickname is an anorak in Britain. Sadly, this possibly deals with books and programs which are specifically English, but I hope you'll bear with me. You know John Wyndham? You heard of John Wyndham? Wrote The Kraken Wakes and The Chrysalids and Day of the Triffids and all those sort of things. Anyway, this is serious. This is for you, really. Turn your face to the wall, dear. Let the anorak pass. He belongs to a furtive and lowly subclass. My penchant's exposed, so I'll shout out with pride my love for a genre that won't be denied. I confess to a monstrous affliction, a contemptible urge, a pervasive addiction, to a literary form that has no restriction. I'll whisper it gently, it's called science fiction. I was only a boy when the Kraken awoke. The Triffids entwined me, the Chrysalids spoke of events cataclysmic and problems far worse than a teenager's struggles with Sophocles' verse. Temporal seeds and those cuckoos in Midwich, and lichens so troublesome, nemesis all which made my ways considered seem rather absurd, specky and lost in St. Bede's upper third. Avid and wide-eyed with wonder I read John Wyndham's first opus by torchlight in bed, a Penguin edition in orange and white, acquired by my dad for his long-distance flight to Joburg. Its title, like Alice's cakes, said, read me, the Kraken awakes. Suffice it to say, in the fathomless deep, a Kraken's decidedly nicer asleep. His cannon consumed, I was then bereft. No further Wyndham apocalypse left. Consider this, John, a stern reprimand for failing to yield on my urgent demand. An endless supply of fables fantastic. Action was needed. It had to be drastic. We all value most what we find for ourselves. I found my relief on the library's shelves. Mirabile dictu. My literal obsession for J.W.'s visions replaced by a freshen. Perilandra discovered. To think that I doubted. From the planet that's silent, C.S. Lewis is outed. His Venus and Mars, ancient and mystic, harbored beings decidedly antagonistic. Then onward to Wells, untapped until then, H.G. was V.G., sci-fi's doyen. The War of the Worlds. Mankind was inferior to Martians, then slain by our humble bacteria. Be seen and not heard, I was told at 16, when daily I yearned to be heard and not seen. The invisible man. What a wonderful notion, with a twist in the tale, a sting in the potion. Then the time machine, it was literally chronic. Time travel I envied, now ain't that ironic? The Eagles Dan Dare, clean cut and heroic, and Digby his chummy by gum and stoic. In the face of the Mekong, a green William Hague, who mustered the treens, an inimical plague of Venusians, xenophobic and militant. Our heroes provided a most British irritant, in foiling their plans for Earth's subjugation like Biggles and Drummond, the pride of the nation. The wireless on Mondays, round about 7, transported us weekly to a fantasy heaven with Jet Morgan, Doc, Lemmy and Mitch. Into space was the journey, and terrors eldritch threatened our heroes and life as we know it. The episode ended abruptly. Oh, blow it. 7 long days now of waiting to see. Finally, listeners, with one bound, they were free. Quatermass then, on the black and white baird, the pit and the creature. A nation was scared. We gathered each week by the flickering screen. Neil's hero is thwarted by the skeptical Breen. Establishment's face, a blithering kernel, exposes all to fates dire and infernal. We quake as humanity's poised on the brink. Prof Q does his thing, and we're all back in sync. But the writers are best. They open our minds to the joy of the quest, where all things are possible. On canvases vast and future extinction may be solved in the past, where Goliaths still tumble to David's flung stones, and the righteous prevail and the despots' thrones. The fables and legends of times long gone by are what we might now designate as sci-fi. So thank you. Aldis, Verne, Blish and Harrison, Lieber, Zelazny, Kornbluth and Ellison, E. Doc Smith, Pohl, Simak and Bryn, Dick, Ballard, Hoyle, and Ms. Hugh Le Guin. For the laws of robotics that Asimov taught us, and Pratchett's flat world on back of a tortoise, for Hal Clement's needle and Arthur C.'s star, and whoever it was that conceived Shangri-La. Heinlein, Van Vogt, Herbert and Anderson, Alan Dean Foster, and Stephen K. Donaldson. Vonnegut, May, Sturgeon and Twain brought welcome relief from concerns more mundane. Bradbury showed us not all's what it seems, and Tolkien tapped into our hearts and our dreams. I'm sure that a Titan's been missed off this list, and I apologize now for a favourite I've missed. Turn your face to the wall, dear. Let the anorak pass. He belongs to a furtive and lowly subclass. Oh, foolish spectator, I don't give a toss. My fictional gain is your ignorant loss. I confess to a splendid affliction, a delectable urge, a luscious addiction, to a literary form which beyond contradiction appeals universally. It's called science fiction.
One more time for Mr. Colin Baker. So has everybody enjoyed the show so far? Do you want more? Well, get your hands together for Mr. Michael Forrest, please.
I just broke the microphone. No, I didn't. It's there. Folks, I was going to do about 45 minutes this evening, but I'm sure you'll be pleased to know that I'm not. because actually I'm a terrible performer when it comes to improvs or off-the-cuff humor. So in lieu of all of that, what I'm going to do is tell you just a joke. And hopefully you'll enjoy it because I do. Seems a fellow went to the doctor and he said, Doc, I got a terrible problem. He says, it's terribly annoying. And he says, you obviously can hear what the problem is. He says, is there anything you can do about it? The doctor says, well, I think maybe we'll have to give you a physical examination. So he says, if you'll disrobe, I'll give you this physical examination. So the guy disrobes and he comes out and the doctor goes, oh, well, I see what your problem is. He says, what do you think it is, Doc? He says, well, your penis is so heavy and so long that it's pulling on your vocal cords. And that's what's giving you the problem. He says, Doc, he says, is there anything you can do about it? Doctor says, well, I have a plastic surgeon I think can help you. He says, anything, Doc, anything. What will he do? He says, well, he'll remove a great portion of it, and that should ease the problem on your vocal cords. And he says, anything, Doc, anything. So he goes to the plastic surgeon and has the operation. 6 months later, he comes back to the plastic surgeon. He says, Doc, he says, I can't tell you, this has been the worst experience of my life. He says, my wife is leaving me. I mean, I just have no social life anymore. I'm losing my job. My mistress is leaving me. She wants nothing to do with me anymore. And he says, it's just been the worst experience. You've got to do something about it. And the doctor looks at him and says, fuck you. If I could put that back, that's it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure.
One more time for Mr. Michael Forrest, please, ladies and gentlemen. Well, they say all good things must come to an end, and I'm afraid that's kind of where we're at. But we do have one more act for you. So if you make a lot of noise, applaud very loud, we might be able to convince a fine young lady to come up and sing a couple songs for us. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jo Castleton, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. This is my very first convention here. Thank you very much for a very warm welcome. I've got this one little song to sing for you first. And the first time I heard it, Barbara Streisand was singing it. I'm not going to say anything more than that. Okay? Thank you. Oh, I was sitting on a hill, I was looking at the sky, and that's when a funny-looking object caught my eye. I tried to run away, but I couldn't even stand, and a great big flying saucer came into land. The cabin opened up, a handsome man got out, and he was so good-looking that I wanted to shout. He was smiling right at me, I was falling for his charms. Only one thing bothered me, he had 11 arms. He started in to talk, this stranger from the stars. He said, my name is Marty and I come from Mars. So I listened while he told the story of his life. He said he'd come here straight from Mars to find a wife. I said, Marty, tell me this. I said, Marty, tell me true. How come you've got 11 arms when I've got only 2? The Martian gave a wink and he told me with a shrug, I need them all to hug and hug. Well, it sounded good to me, so I said I'd be his wife. I'd fly around with him for the rest of my life. We walked back up the hill, we both were feeling grand. We walked back to that flying saucer, hand in hand, 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 in hand. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. This next song was, oh God, it's so loud. It was written for me by a friend at home when I told him I was going to a sci-fi convention. Now there's a couple of Doctor Who-y things in here, but I think there's something for everybody. So I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Oh yeah. I know a lot of aliens who think they're pretty scary. Chewbacca the Wookiee, well, he's just hairy. Yeah, think you're the master, take a Time Lord tip. Yeah, even a Vulcan cannot get me in his grip. Oh, yeah, think you're fearsome. Oh, yeah, think you're tough as war. Okay, you're an antimatter beast from Zeta Minor. That don't impress me much. So you're ugly as a roach and impossible to touch. Don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're real mean. But honey, your complexion just ain't my shade of green. That don't impress me much. Oh yeah. I know a lot of monsters with a phaser in their pockets, disruptor down their pants, just in case. Now me, I like a shotgun, you can load it up and cock it, but a Jedi lightsaber really hits the right place. Oh, so you're made of metal. Oh, you think you're Cyberman. Okay, you're the Borg. That don't impress me much. You say resistance is futile, I say that ain't true as such. Don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're real hard, but even the Borg ain't no match for Picard. That don't assimilate me much. You're one of those ETs with the big pointy ears. You're like a big galactic vessel with some warp speed gears. With your time relative dimensions in space, you think you're Doctor Who? Get out of my face. Oh, so you got a pod racer. Oh, so you're in warp drive. Okay, you got a cloaking bird of prey. That don't impress me much. You got dilithium crystals, but you grind the clutch. Don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're real quick, but on interstellar journeys, even I get travel sick. That don't impress me much. I want a much bigger alien, but not Jabba the Hutt. Don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're real hard, but even the Borg ain't no match for Picard. That don't impress me much. Okay, you think you're Davros from the Daleks? I've seen tougher looking tribbles. Oh yeah. That don't impress me much. Come to mommy. That don't impress me much. Thank you.
One more time for Miss Jo Castleton, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes United Fan Con 11's Cabaret. Could everybody please give a warm round of applause for all our performers today? Jo Castleton, Colin Baker, Michael Forrest, Marina Sirtis, Virginia Hay, Jason Carter, and Richard Biggs. And the Not Ready for Any Time Players radio play. Thank you for attending. I hope you had a good time. I think it's time to move on to our 10 forward party. Greg, what do you think? You know, everything's going to be a downer after this, you know?
Dear baby, it's been a while. I'm always walking alone. Oh, dear baby, I've been trying to smile, but my feelings have turned to stone. Well, if you want to rock me, baby, then bring your little body back home. Well, dear baby, when we were a pair, nothing could stand in my way. Oh, dear baby, you make me feel like a king. I was a 10 feet.
So, what do you say as we go down Inspiration Point, you and me? Watch some submarine race, eh?